My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be playing an Ascension 15 run on the Silent. Today's daily is not great, so I'll go with this instead. Choose a rare colorless card to obtain as well as lose all gold. How early can I upgrade that card? I mean, if I'm losing all gold, I don't want to go on that line. So there's another 2 elite line with an early upgrade beforehand? Sure. Panache. Okay. Okay. I see it. We try and make this into a 0-cost deck. What works in that? Like, obviously, deflect and a bunch of other things like that. Like, neutralize is also pretty good for it. But shivs. Card generation. Endless agony. This is going to be great. Prepared, even? There we go. Just very, very slow fight right here. They won't all be as slow as long as we find some early support for the deck we're going for. Endless Agony, that's support for the deck. Upgrade a card and upgrade Panache, because... Take the max HP there. Because this is going to be my neutralize upgrade. Dang it. Really didn't want to shop here. Really wanted that acrobatics. Oh well. So I'm going to let those Endless Agonies cycle back into the deck so that each of them draws and duplicates itself once again. Which will make a turn like this really easy. Blade Dance, oh my god. Now I need to upgrade the Blade Dance first, don't I? Yeah. It's an extra card. Gosh, I wish I had Panache. I'm gonna Blessing of the Forge here because it hits so many cards at this point. Okay, Panache. Thank you. Just a touch late. And not exactly a great hand for it. Double defend, that can go there. And then the rest go against the frontliner. Draw some Endless Agonies, please. No, but I can naturally kill you to save some HP. It's actually going to be short. It's short 1 card to kill the enemy, and it's short, short 1 defense as well. Got him. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2, as well as a Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger being also a great shiv card, or rather card generation card. I don't really care about the shivs as much as I care about just generating more cards. Nice. I mean, honestly, being... Every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy as well as infinite blades turning up just beforehand. Okay, this is a Shiv Panache build through and through. I am so glad that we got Panache so early that it actually kind of forced us to do this. Hopefully both of them take a turn off here. No, only one of them, that's fine. Got him. Dupe Potion, also useful. Do I need a Glass Knife? Not really, but I want it. It's a lot of damage. Great thing to play before I have the rest of my setup set up. Perfect. Guess I just want to set those as close as I can to lethal. Because they're both buffing and might attack next turn. Yeah. There we go. I've seen the Forge as well as... Do I take a deflect? Provides some defense in a deck that doesn't otherwise really have access to much. Unless I get another Cloak and Dagger. I'll take the first deflect. I might not take any more, though. Panache, Infinite Blades, and Glass Knife. Opening hand. Babe. We got all of our setup done in that opening hand. Ooh. Blessing the Forge. Yeah, for the sake of the defense. There we go. Should be able to kill this turn with any reasonable draw. I'll do it. Pocket Watch, whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. Draw is, at the start of your turn, draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Actually, that would enable us to draw an extra card and discard Endless Agony a lot of the time there as well. Let's take a Tools of the Trade. Heal up or remove a card from the deck. Removing a card from the deck gives me, on average, more cards that I get to play later. Per turn later, right? Because I'm removing a card that I don't often want to play. Let's upgrade the Cloak and Dagger, and great. I'm purposefully not playing those shivs this turn, so that I don't trigger Nunchaku when I don't want it, and so that I trigger Pocket Watch so that I have a faster setup here. That's not what I wanted from my setup. Oof. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like I'm taking the first big hit here, unfortunately. Bad draw order to get both Panache and Tools of the Trade on the first bottom of the deck. Okay. I accidentally played that Defend, which is why I didn't play the Survivor instead, because it was an accident. Okay, enemy doesn't split yet. We get 3 extra draw this turn. Okay, that's actually really good. Looks like we're going to be able to... No, wait, because it's 5 and we have... Yeah, we'll only be able to do this once. 1 card short of being able to split you another time. There we go. 4, 5... There we go. Beautiful. 1,000 cuts. 1,000 cuts happens constantly. Panache happens eventually. Like a big... I think 1,000 cuts can go in this deck too. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage? Okay, Hovering Kite is actually really interesting as well because we do have the Tools of the Trade. So after that's in play, we will be gaining an energy every single turn. But... 0 cost attacks, 0 cost attacks, 0 cost attacks, 0 cost attacks. This is perfect. My goal now has to be to take out as many elites as I possibly can. Only thing that makes sense. Okay, I gotta put 1 of you on the ground. Just save my own skin there. Bit of damage, I guess. It's just 3. It's just 3, Ryan. You're fine. And this is our kill. Gotta love Panache. I won't take any of those. Next potion? No, we'll still take that for the Cultist potion for the final fight instead. Ooh, yes! It's exactly the kind of fight I want to be involved in. I'm gonna dupe the Infinite Blades here. will actually end up shorting me on the draw here because of the pocket watch. That's my bad. You can deflect. Cool, I actually do have the ability to kill the frontliner there, which means... Oh, wait, but I only have the ability to kill them because I did weaken them. I was about to say, because that means that I shouldn't have targeted them in the first place, but... That was never going to work out like that. Defend. There's the kill. I mean... Shiv. Glass knife here isn't the kill, so I just defend again. Taking a lot of damage to do this, but weakening every enemy on turn 1 gives us more time to set up. Blade darts. Ooh, I want the ritual dagger, but I'm going to take the money there. Just for safety. Ah, playing that final card actually shortened my pocket watch. Dang it, Ryan. I mean... Oh, I really hope I don't end up regretting this. I'm going for so many elites this turn. This is probably a bad idea. I feel like this is almost certainly a bad idea. I feel like I need more defense in this deck before this is a reasonable thing for me to do. A lot of incoming damage. Just gonna rely that I will be able to deal more. There we go. Another blade dance is a bit too much at this point. Would lower the effectiveness of my defensive cards. Those two and a survivor, so we're actually getting 2 shivs every turn. Beautiful. I might have to jump away from this one to get a rest. That is, if we live through this fight, of course. Very much hoping that we do, but I can't guarantee it. Let's draw an extra card every turn so I can try and find defensive cards or weakness. Discard 1,000 cards. I'm never going to have the energy to play that here. And again... This will actually trigger the Panache 2 times this turn. And kill with it. Beautiful. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain, as well as an Emerald Key. Wraith Form? No, it's Piercing Wail. We just need cheap defense that we can play while we're doing other things. Yes, definitely obtain the special relic and get 3 strength on turn 1 constantly here. Why did I do that, Ryan? What the heck did you just do? Well, I just made a mistake. This is not the area I wanted to go to. This is now terrifying. If I lived through this fight, this actually ultimately was the better direction in retrospect, but are we gonna live through the fight? It's feeling more and more like a Killing the backline of that turn did just increase our chances pretty ridiculously. Ouch. The later we get Panache, the far worse off we are. It's so dang important. Got him. Anchor, started combat with 10 block. Love it. Reflex, unplayable. If this is discarded from your hand, draw 2 cards. Sure, I have the tools of the trade in the deck. Peace Pipe, you can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. I'm going to take the Sapphire Key. Fine. I don't get the curse. Okay. Phew. Bronze Scale, start each combat with 3 thorns. Definitely have to rest here. That fight can be pretty brutal. I'm very glad that we got no attack happening on turn 1 there. Yeah, I can't go with another elite after this anyway either. Okay, 5. Then start throwing that out, and then that's a 6. Ugh, now I'm worried about the boss fight. Dang it, game. I've got way too much setup, apparently. I'll take a Terror. Single Terror in the deck sounds good. Snecko, please don't ruin me. Not throwing out the strike there for the sake of the draw. Okay, Panache is playable. Good. We can also defend. These shivs will always be playable. Because they'll be added to the hand rather than drawn. No. Don't have enough draw to support that deflect right there. I think I might use a Cultist Potion at the very start of this fight. I'll leave a Terror for later, actually, and just weaken you here. Let's deflect, Survivor, a reflex. Shiv, shiv, and then it's just play dance as much as we can. Oh, this is damage coming in. Don't like it. I'm gonna upgrade all cards in my hand though. Get a little bit more defense. It's literally just enough defense to save me from dying this turn. Somehow not super enthused that I'm only just not dying. At least the enemy's not attacking this turn. Alright. I need to draw extra cards next turn, right? For the sake of the pocket watch. Or do I need to split the enemy this turn? I can't even split the enemy this turn if I try. Neutralize 2 defense is 24 damage to the enemy. That doesn't even take them down to their split value. I think this one's probably over. I hate to say it so much, but it's looking pretty over. My perfect Panache build. Ruined. Big old meanie. Honestly, like, taking this path outside ended up with us getting a later rest and avoiding the final elite, whereas going for this one, I would have rested here, then I would have still had to fight this elite, rather than fight an elite and rest afterwards. The fact that I chose the wrong path here, ultimately, I think positively affected me. Like, yeah, it was a mistake at the time, but I think it ultimately positively affected me. Choosing to rest here and rest here, I think was like 100% necessary as well. But didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to in the end there. So honestly, like, having Anchor and Red Mask as well as 2 Infinite Blades, I think is like one of the best positions you can be in for having Infinite Blades as something you want to set up, because it defends you on the first turn while you also set yourself up. One other different decision I could have made over the course of the run would be, instead of taking the Mutagenic Strength, to take Jax and then use Jax to gain some strength so that I'm actually throwing out even more powerful hits. But I figured that the health loss from it at that point was specifically dangerous. But also that I might, on some turns, because I have a lot of Blade Dancers in the deck and Glass Knife and Endless Agony, etc., I might start out a fight by, instead of setting up, just taking out a target instantly. Due to how the elite fight here went, I'm pretty sure that taking the mutagenic strength was correct. So I actually don't think that negatively impacted our performance here. I think, honestly, like, the biggest negative impact is the fact that, obviously, we're very light on defense. We have 1 deflect, we have a neutralize that isn't even upgraded yet, and we have a piercing whale and a cloak and dagger. A lot of the other cards, you do play them and then they leave the deck. Obviously, your Tools of Trade, your Infinite Blades, Panache, your Endless Agonies once you get them out, the 1,000 Cuts. So the deck actually isn't as imbalanced as it looks here. It's just in the first cycle, it's a little imbalanced. And then a lot of the defensive cards are very, very base defensive cards. If we had like 1 leg sweep, run would have been incredibly different. Backflip also, I didn't take it because I didn't have cards that I could play with it at the time. But I think I should have just taken the backflip regardless. Like, I didn't have enough 0 costs that I wanted to draw back into, but I think I should have stopped planning around the Pocket Watch earlier and started planning around just maximizing my effect on every single turn. So backflip also would have been a really good pickup earlier. There was one that I did turn down. Right. That's about all I can surmise and try and learn from that death. Been a long time since I've died to a champion on an Ascension 15 run, but if it was ever going to happen, it probably would happen to a Shiv deck, wouldn't it? My name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.